much of a big fan of Youtooz. They are very overrated. Okay, so first off, we have these expensive prices, like $30 per figure. That is very expensive compared to everything else you've seen on the internet. Funko has better prices. Literally every other company you can think of. Except Hex. We don't talk about Hex. But these prices are expensive. Not the fact. $5 shipping to wait for 5 months for it to arrive to your house. $5 for shipping that takes 5 months. I can literally find someone reselling the same figure for a cheaper price and have better shipping. Like around a week or so. You might be saying, "Ooh, it's the pre-order." I ordered Glamrock Freddy figure and Youtooz Vanny a month ago, and I'm gonna see which one arrives faster. And I got a month ago from Youtooz's website for $30 each. Or my eBay order of Brandon Rogers Sam for $15 for the exact same price for shipping that says it'll arrive March 4th. Way off from Youtooz! See what arrives in my mailbox first and review the Youtooz figure. Sam arrived. Let's get him out of the box. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. Here's the back. Now it's time to learn about me. My name is Sam. I'm just your average straight guy, I suppose. And even though I'm American, I still enjoy drinking a boba tea. Then on my the side it says got a few demons up there, but Jesus is my helmet. On the flap it says glad you got me, blast on my shorts there at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has done a review of him. Hold up, one sec. Okay, got him out of the box. In there, you can see little Sam microphones. I do enjoy Brandon Rogers' videos. I do love the characters Sam, Selma. Yes. Alright, here's the figure of Sam. Got the Youtooz logo. I got this for $15 on eBay. I believe it's still on the site. And I got it for half off. Little Sam microphone. I know I hate Youtooz, but I actually think this figure is alright. It ain't a bad figure. Something though, just, I don't like these eyes. It makes it feel weird. Although, to be fair, it doesn't mean necessarily it's bad on the figure, it just looks off with the eyes. And also the mouth just looks weird. Yeah. Although, pretty accurate other than that. The hair is alright, I guess. Here's the box. Shows Donna in the background. Yeah. Warning. Choking hazard, small parts, and stuff like that, yeah. Adult collectible. Adult collectible, not a toy. Recommended for ages 15 and up. Yeah, that really destroys a kid's collector dreams, doesn't it? Let's just review my other Youtooz figure. Now, I got Sam right there. Now, let's review the big boy. I'm gonna put this back in the box to have a better unboxing experience. Alright, I got this Youtooz figure off of Retail Rebel for 20 bucks. I don't understand these, like, code things. Like, what do they do? I don't understand what they do. This is the Godzilla vs. Kong 2-pack. Yeah. On the back it says, the ultimate battle royale. Hail the Titanic showdown. Here's what it looks like. It's a nice little 2-pack. On the flap it says, hail to the kings. Okay, I got him out of the box. There we go. Okay, let's looky here. So, they aren't too bad. Although I don't like how Godzilla's just fat. That is just a big D. I get they have to shrink it down, but you could have at least made it like skinny here. It just looks chubby. Chubby. It doesn't look cool. It looks chubby. Kong doesn't look too. He looks alright. I haven't seen the movie, but I heard it's a good movie. Titanic showdown. I don't like this really. It's not really. It just doesn't really look too good. It just looks very off. But yeah, that's Godzilla vs. Kong. The Youtooz logo, stuff like that. Got this for 20 bucks. The price on the website was 40. Let's move on to the Glamrock Freddy Youtooz figure, I guess. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's, yeah. What do you want me to say? Alright, so another one of my Youtooz figures has arrived. Let's open it up. Ooh. Okay. So we got a protector here. Alright, now, a lot of people have already done reviews of this, but let's look at the box though. So here we have Vanny in the back. The stage is set. Fear takes hold. Yeah. Here's the cover. Okay. So let's take a look at the actual figure. Okay. So, first thing I recognize is that this head is the exact same head from the as the normal Freddy. Although it has sharp teeth. Youtooz eyes, Youtooz logo. Yeah, it's the lightning bolt's really small. Yeah, this figure's not really good. It's pretty bad. They just stole the normal Freddy head and then and it's not even like a good coat of orange. Like, it's the type of orange that's like not too shiny. I was expecting it to be like shiny stuff. Well, not like shiny like Band Foxy, but I want it to be like a no like stuff like yeah. I rate this figure I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. I wouldn't say that it's bad, but it's not good. It's alright. Yeah, back to... And then next we have the review of my Banjo and Kazooie. Yeah, I got a Banjo and Kazooie Youtooz. You might be wondering, why did I get this? Well, I am currently not home, as you can tell. I went to a mall, and they had a collector store that sold a bunch of Funko Pops, and they only had 2 Youtooz figures, and they were both Banjo and Kazooie. They were only 20 bucks each, so I was like, this could be good for my video. So, here it is. Let's get them out of the box. Okay, finally got it out of the protector. Alright, Banjo and Kazooie. Kazuki, you can't say that. Banjo is a well-mannered, easygoing honey bear. He always tries to be polite when speaking to people, and generally likes to help out. Which means there's a lot of damage control whenever Kazuki opens her beak. I haven't played a Banjo and Kazooie game before, but I do like playing as this character in Super Smash Bros. It's a fun character to use, so I do like the character, and the character looks cool. I just like it. Let's get him out of the box. Alright, Banjo and Kazooie. Alright, so you might be wondering, ooh, Nintendo made Youtooz? No, this is not Nintendo. Microsoft. Maybe be thinking about Super Smash Bros. And that one N64 game. I don't know what the fuck went on with that, but I'll let you know this is owned by Microsoft, not Nintendo. Alright, so it's in a laying down type pose. It's just chillaxing. The thing about Youtooz figures is that they're very lightweight. You'd think they'd be like a little more heavier, but no, they actually feel very, very light. Kazooie looks weird with the Youtooz eyes. I don't know what's up with it, what makes him look weird with it. I just know it just makes him look kind of bad. Although the puzzle piece does look shiny, which I kind of like. Banjo also looks off. If you put him like this, it looks like your average Freddy Fazbear meme. Like, look at this boy. Yeah. This figure is if it didn't have the Youtooz eyes, I'd say it's an alright figure. But other than that, it also, the paint job's kind of not the best. Like this, they say it's high quality. It's the same exact quality as Funko quality. Like, there's not much of a difference. Same vinyl plastic. Same quality. Triple the price. And the thing is, Funko may say, Youtooz has better character selection and whatever. They make YouTuber stuff. Yeah, except the fact Funko doesn't really like to do small creators, unless if it intrigues them. They say FNAF is a small thing back then. Yeah, back then it was skyrocketing. Back in 2015, after Sanchi made merch, Funko realized they could make money, then asked Scott if they could have some licensing powers and stuff. Scotty Boy said yes. Yeah. The figure is not bad per se, nor good. It's alright. It ain't that bad, but it ain't that good. Definitely would rather get a Funko Pop. Time for the Youtooz Vanny plush review. Yeah, this plush took 3 months to arrive to my house. I am not liking this. Alright, so after 4 months of having to wait for this thing, it finally arrived. Let's do a review. Alright, so far it's the same as Funko's. The fabric's the same as Funko's. Like, there's a little difference, but it's basically the same. Like, there's not much of a difference in feel and touch.
The ears can actually bend, which is cool. They have like metal wires and stuff. If we compare it to the Funko Vanny, we already know it's better, but still. 30 bucks for this thing, it's not worth it. Like, it's the exact same size as the Funko plush. Like, look at this. There's not a difference. Same size. Same plush. Triple the price. Same quality. The tag's different. The tag's pretty unique. Thanks for collecting me, blah, blah, blah. After 4 months, I can now say that this is not worth paying 30 bucks and waiting 4 months for. Don't feel like returning it because I already have the fucker in my hands. I am not waiting another. I am keeping this, or else all that 4 months is not worth it. They have actual sewn in eyes, so at least that. The little whiskers, that's kind of a problem. They're kind of bad. Like, they stick together, they're kind of just floppy. That's a problem. And the bow tie, well, most of the plush is printed. Someone mentioned that Youtooz doesn't have, like, the white. You can see, like, the white. You can see, like, this has, like, white printing. Just like Funko's, it's the same exact printing and quality. Like, this thing better be. This thing better be. Dang. And this is. It's alright. It's a good plush in general, but with the price and the fabric material and all that stuff, it kind of ruins the plush. But other than that, the design is good. Surely better than the Funko one, but Funko plushies are worth its price. Pay 12 bucks, you get $12 quality. You pay 30 bucks for this guy, you get $12 quality too. Yeah. Youtooz and Funko quality are not that different. And I can now say that for myself after having one Youtooz plush and like 3 or 4 figures. Yeah. Youtooz is a bad company. Let's move on to the very, very bad stuff about Youtooz, like their dark past and stuff. Bada bing, bada boom.
So, now we get into the bad stuff Youtooz has done. And when I say bad, I mean bad! So, first, there's this YouTuber named Goovoid who exposed Youtooz. And I am gonna use some of his vid, and here's him saying he's allowing me to use his vid, just so if you guys think, oh, I'm stealing his vid and stuff, I'm not. So, first he mentions someone making a piece of fan art for a Rambo plush. I don't know who Rambo is, but he sounds like a Minecraft YouTuber, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Youtooz stole that shit and paid, and yeah.
Held in high. Suspicions about Youtooz first arose in June, when a Twitter user by the name of Jam posted, "Ayo Youtooz, where's my bag?" The Rambo Youtooz plushie had just been leaked, and it was suspiciously similar to Jam's concept design. Obviously, they are based off the same character, but there's several details that seem to be copied over to the official Youtooz. First of all, They have nearly exactly the same hair layout, with the clumps of hair following a 2-3-2 formation. This is especially strange considering his Minecraft skin is bald, and his hair in real life looks nothing like that. However, some fan art follows loosely in the style, so this isn't very concrete evidence. What is much more concerning, in my opinion, is the crown. What at first seems to be a regular Ranboo crown has one difference that almost seems to prove that Youtooz was directly taking from Jam's design. It's the order of the gemstones. On both Jam's design and the Youtooz plushie, they follow the pattern of green, red, green, but literally anywhere else you look, it's reversed, following a red, green, red pattern. On his Minecraft skin, his Ranboo crown design, even fan art, they all follow a red, green, red pattern. What could have happened was that Jam made a simple mistake with the coloring of the gemstones on Ranboo's crown, and when Youtooz based their design off his, they kept the rare arrangement. So it seems likely that this plushie design was copied. So how did the community respond? Surprisingly, the response was extremely positive to Jam, with many surprised and disgusted by Youtooz. This tweet blew up, reaching over 40,000 likes. With a tweet adding them this big, Youtooz had to respond. So they DM'd Jam. Hey, happy to send you a few set. Saw your design was similar to the one we designed with Ranboo too. Very cool. They presumably asked for his email, and Jam provided. Youtooz responded, saying in case they accidentally referenced Jam's design, they would provide the usual commission fee of $500. This may seem like a generous amount of money for a possibly small contribution, but the amount of units they sell, and more importantly their giant profit margins, Jam is really getting scammed here. And this is not the only instance of design plagiarism noticed by Twitter.
Oh, next we have the Youtooz copying a techno-plane Youtooz concept. Techno-plagiarism. You know, like how I replaced with... Do you like how I replaced plane with plagiarism? Yeah, R.I.P. Technoblade. Never really watched him, but he sounds cool. Now on to Goovoid.
On July 7th, 2021, someone going by the name of Winnie Sunflow made a thread showing how their Technoplane emote was made into a Youtooz and Youtooz plush with insufficient credit and no financial compensation. By the way, this is the source material.
There they are. To the right, to the right, to the right. To the right. Oh my gosh. He was just minding his business, no threat in sight, and we just techno-plane.
Yeah, there is no way they could have independently came up with that same design from that footage. So, Youtooz may have been heavily inspired by unconsenting community members for the designs of their products. But even for the designs that are assumed original, there is much less work put into them than you might think. In late 2019, Raccoon Eggs was doing a collaborative stream with 2Mad, and the topic of Youtooz was brought up.
I thought that it took time, you know, to create them, but nope.
They asked me like 3 times to do one, and they shat out a design in like a few hours, I think.
Raccoon Eggs might be exaggerating a little bit, but the concept still stands. The designs are pumped out faster than handcrafted, high-quality designs should be. I'm not blaming the artists who created these designs, but the carelessness of the designs is more important than it seems. I'll explain that later. Youtooz may have stolen the designs of community artists, but what really matters is they would be even more uncredited had they not reached out to Youtooz after the reveal of their product. But at least Youtooz has a kind and thoughtful internet presence, right? With the integrity of Youtooz fragile, someone named Julian replied to,
Yeah. They keep stealing fan art. They do lazy. That's not what high quality stuff should be. Huh? And now, let's move on to the point where Youtooz tried to sue a 14-year-old boy.
It's a kind and thoughtful internet presence, right? With the integrity of Youtooz fragile, someone named Julian replied to Jam's thread with some shocking information. Apparently, Youtooz had tried to sue a 14-year-old. But is this story real? Is there any actual proof to back it up? Let's find out. If we're testing the integrity of Julian's tweet, we first need to go through the story he presented. TLDR, somebody bought a website Youtooz wanted, they got mad and blocked him off their platforms, refunded his orders, and asked him and his parents to sell it, then sent a cease and desist claiming defamation. Hey Alex, saw you snatched up Youtooz.com. Would we be able to buy it from you? No thanks, I have other plans. That domain name that your son bought was actually related to a set of trademarks we're in process for filing for a new product line called Youtooz. We had already secured the social handles, but unfortunately our tech team made a mistake and didn't secure the domain quickly enough. I was wondering if you would be open to selling the domain to us. Julian also attached images of the subject being banned from the Youtooz subreddit and their orders being refunded. This certainly seems like it might be pretty bad if it is true. I found the Twitter account of the aforementioned 14-year-old, and it seems legitimate. He is now a hardcore Funko Pop fan who is a competitor to Youtooz. But what's really important is what actually happened to the website. If you go to Youtooz.com today, it simply redirects you to Youtooz.com. But if we look at previous versions of the page using the Wayback Machine, we can see that the website really did exist, calling out Youtooz while trolling at the same time. Now that we know at least the framework of the story is real, let's reevaluate Julian's tweets. He says they tried to sue a 14-year-old, but there's absolutely no proof of that. I think it was simply an exaggeration to get his point across. But the absence of legal papers does not excuse Youtooz behavior here. You have to admit it looks bad, even if you're on Youtooz side. Youtooz made a mistake by not purchasing the domain and then punished a minor for doing so. On another note, Youtooz also has a very inconsistent commission fee, with some community artists getting a usual fee of $20 and others getting a usual fee of $500. But this isn't really the worst of it.
So, not looking too good for Youtooz, but before we keep going on with Goovoid, let's just mention some more small things, like how freaking Youtooz makes recolor plushies. Well, not recolors, but it's this. They made 2 toy Freddys! We don't need 2 toy Freddys! Everyone complains about Funko when they made the black lights just cause they're recolors. And not Youtooz for making 2 toy Freddys! $30 each? That's expensive. Like, what if you're a master collector and want them all and had to get both because you're one of those freaks who want them all? Yeah. They just want to drain your bank account. Not the fact they ain't even high quality. They got the... Well, I'm gonna let Goovoid explain this. This is the worst out of everything. This is the worst. Now on to Goovoid.
Drama only means so much. This is a screenshot of DMs with Youtooz that I have a strong reason to think are real. Yo, I'll be in Guangdong soon. Any way I can come and have a summer job at your sweatshop? You can pay me 2,000 Chinese yen per month. I'm not picky. Laughing emoji, crying emoji. TM when you land in Guangdong. We'll see what we can do. Wow, that's a little weird if you ask me. Sweatshops are factories that break 2 or more labor laws, and Youtooz is basically agreeing with this classification. They're also agreeing to a salary of $300 a month for their workers, which is barely livable. The reason I have to believe the screenshot is real, the person posted it not as dirt on Youtooz, but as a funny interaction on Reddit, titling it, "Got myself a job at the Youtooz factory." But where are Youtooz actual factories, and how do they actually pay? Are they sweatshops as mentioned in the DM? I found out. On their website, Youtooz simply states that the figures are made in China and Vietnam, with no further information. But if you look hard enough, there is actually a lot out there. Every time a shipment enters or leaves the United States, information is recorded by the United States Customs and Border Protection Agency, and this is somewhat viewable through the Freedom of Information Act, or FOIA. Something called the Bill of Lading, which is basically a contract between the supplier, shipper, and receiver, is also public information. Through the data in these documents, we can look much deeper into the production of Youtooz. Most product descriptions are unhelpful. What matters mostly are the consistently marked shipper labels. This allows us to see exactly where these shipments are coming from. You can see that Youtooz has 5 known suppliers as of now, all located in China. But more importantly, some actually have websites. This gives us a true look into how Youtooz are made. All of these pictures are from inside Youtooz factories. But what's the big problem? Of course, someone had to make them. This is when we get to the price. On Dongguan Yixing Toys Alibaba, many vinyl figures are available in bulk, but one caught my eye. It's literally just a Funko Pop. Now, I cannot tell if Funko sources their pops from this plant. I think they may, but it doesn't matter. Funko Pops and Youtooz are the same height and made from the same material, so the cost of this listing should show us how much Youtooz pays for their $30 figures. Less than $1. That is an extremely small amount of money to be making high quality collectibles. And it's not just the figure they're paying for, but also the box and the blister sleeve. That gives Youtooz a ridiculous profit margin of 63.3%, assuming $10 shipping. But packages sometimes take 6 months to ship, so $10 is probably much more than what they're paying. But what we should be really caring about are the people working in these factories. According to Newsweek, people in a nearby factory were being paid 4 cents per $45 doll they produced, less than $300 a month. This forced them to work 150 hours of overtime monthly, working 10 to 13-hour days. If a worker asked to leave during overtime, their pay would be capped at $1 an hour. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds terrible, but how is it directly related to Youtooz? Well, you see, at that factory, they were making Disney mermaid dolls. And if we go back to Dongguan Yixing Toy, they are a certified producer for the Walt Disney Company. I don't think that's a coincidence. Every time I see a Youtooz, now all that I can think of are the exploited people who make them. No wonder so many come broken when the workers are probably under such terrible conditions. To do my part, I donated $100 to China Labor Watch to try and help this terrible situation. They have conducted many undercover investigations of factories in this area of China and found many rights violations, even when they're certified by the ICTI Ethical Toy Program. If you want to help the cause, try not to encourage these companies to continue this treatment by not purchasing their products, or even donating to the fundraiser I started on the right hand of the video. If Youtooz can have an impartial evaluation of the workplace and their factories, and prove that no workplace violations are occurring, I will of course exempt Youtooz. Youtooz is going to have to change a lot if I'll ever respect them again. From probably copying designs, to silencing 14-year-olds, to paying $1 for each $30 Youtooz figure, they have a lot of change to do. And to be fair, that might actually be starting. To support Technoblade's battle with cancer, they actually donated $1 per retweet to Teen Cancer USA on one of their recent tweets. But I still do not respect them as a company, and I'm not sure you should either. But at the end of the day, that is your decision. But please make sure it is an informed one. Thank you.
$1 to make, almost half $1 to make a figure you're pricing $30. Yeah, I get he used Funko Pops as the example, but still, at least Funko Pops aren't that expensive. At least they're pretty cheap. $30 is not cheap. I could get 3 Funko Pops for that price. Sure, that doesn't mean Funko's good, but at least it's better than Youtooz. Youtooz is a bad company. Oh, to be fair, Youtooz did donate to charity, but Funko's donated to like a bunch of charities. What does Youtooz donate to? That one? You know what, Youtooz? I don't want to. Youtooz. I'm just gonna end the video. This Youtooz is bad. I have showed you why it's bad. Youtooz didn't just make 2 Toy Freddys. They also, just reused a bunch of stuff for other things. Just stop buying Youtooz and buy Funko Pops!
Bling bong.